It's Pound Beach Traders back with another banging video. As you guys can see, I want to show you guys how I took this $2,000 account to my first $20,000 day. This was my first $20,000 day from a $2,000 deposit. You guys can see I'm showing you guys the trade right here. We are here on a live account. Why exactly am I doing this? I'm doing this to motivate you guys, to show you guys that these kind of numbers are actually real. There is nothing that's too impossible out there. You guys will see we went from $2,000 to $20K. That's what we did here. That's what we do here as Pound Beach Traders. If you guys are enjoying the video so far, consider subscribing to the channel. Why aren't you subscribed to the channel? You guys can see it is a trade that we took on a live account. If you guys remember our previous account, that account, the one that we took $100 to $1K, this is the same account. You deposited an extra $2,000. There we have it. Live account. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Telegram group for these kind of signals, because I dropped this signal in the Telegram group. The guys in Telegram, the guys in WhatsApp, they will tell you guys what we did over here. And I want to break down this trade for you guys, motivate somebody, show you guys that this thing is real. The withdrawal is going to be there just now. Just stay tuned. As you guys can see, everything. I'm showing you guys everything. That's the trade. That's the account. Let me break it down for you guys. Get your notebooks out. Pound Beach Traders.
The lion is back. This is the return of the tiger. I am back in Kawempe.
All right. Pound Beach Traders. We're back. God has restored my health and I'm back to operating. We want to talk about this trade over here that I took about a week ago. I took that trade about a week ago. Right afterwards, I lost $500 and then I fell awfully sick. Almost as if the devil was out to get me because he wasn't happy that I hit my first $20,000 day. You guys can see we have a withdrawal of $21,000 right over here, right? I will show you guys the history. Yes, I lost a lot of money on Euro USD. We did deposit $500, right? And I lost. And this was right before I got sick. So imagine you lose $500, then you fall sick with flu. That's what happened to me. Prior to that, I tried trading the remainder of what I left in the account. And I remember I closed this trade too early. I remember this trade. I closed it too early. It ended up going to my take profit. Some people remember this buy. I sent it in the Telegram group. I exited too early over here. Should have been about $300 to $400 in this account. No, it was more than that. Should have been almost $1,000. And I exited early. I withdrew this. I remember it was a Friday, I think. So I withdrew that for the weekend. Deposited this probably on a Monday or something like that. And we lost and I got sick. But we want to talk about this right here. A deposit of $2,000. Now, some of you guys remember this account because the previous video was about this trade where we went from $100 to about $1,000. Right? Some of you guys remember this account. And I want to show you guys the trade history because I want to show you guys the reality of trading. It is not always blues. You'll be very surprised that for the most part, you're going to be in the reds. But what matters is when you win. When you win, do you win big? When you win, do you catch the whole trade? Right? We started over here. This is how this account started. Deposited $100. Right? We lost it. Deposited $200. We lost it. And mind you, these were all good trades, by the way. There were no bad trades here. These were all good trades. I went all the way to take profit. But my full margin is the reason why I ended up blowing. And then here we have GBP AUD. A little win. Very little win. That I ended up closing, as you guys can see. And then we traded NAS. Did us dirty. Right? We lost all of our money. And then I deposited again, and we lost. This is just the reality of trading. And I remember this trade was a good trade that I closed early. Eventually blew my account. I deposited $800 on a Euro USD sell. Now, You guys remember from the previous video, I broke down the trade and why it stopped us out, but why it was a very good trade. This was a very beautiful trade. We should have made about 3,000 to 4,000 off this trade, but we lost the $800. The next day, well, before we went to bed, should have been in the evening, this very day, we deposited, you guys can see still the same day, we deposited $100, right? And then boom, we woke up to a $1,000 plus profit. We withdrew this $1,400. The remainder of it, we tried to take a gold sell in the morning. I remember this should have been close to New York Open. I remember that. We took this trade. It was too early. The entry was too early. But luckily for us, I deposited $2,000 because now I was confident. And that's the trade we're going to be breaking down today. You guys can see. We made such a big amount of money. This is the most amount of money I've made in one trade. $20,000, as you guys can see. Right? We are going to go to the account right now. I've withdrawn everything. The last trade was this, which was a red. I haven't traded on this account ever since. You guys can see there's only 19 cents left, but it is a live account, as you guys can see. Anyway, we're going to break it down. What was I seeing? This was our sell. You guys can see the trade history right over there. It was very simple. M formation. Right over here. We were already on a continuation of our QMR up here. You guys can see that. We have our sweep of liquidity. We have our break of structure. Our structural liquidity right over here. Right? We were just continuing what was happening over here. It was just a continuation of this trade. Right? Beautiful trade. It was a continuation. So we had a continuation from this area over here. That's what that was happening. Almost like a triple top. Price tried to break this area first. It failed. Tried to break the second time. You guys can see it failed. By the third time, we already knew. 3 touches to the high, we were bound to get a drop. I took the trade right over here. You guys can see from this. Let's go back. Before this sell, we took this sell over here. That sell was these positions right over here. Right? Those are the positions. What ended up happening is I realized that it was a bit too early to take the trade. But by this point, we were fully validated. I knew we were not going to get any kind of drawdown, so I went full margin. You guys can see we exited right over here. That was the exit point. $20,000 was withdrawn from this day. There we have the $20,000 withdrawal, my biggest withdrawal from trading in one session ever. And I want to do this to motivate somebody. Do not ever, 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 ever give up on this skill. Never give up on trading. I don't care how many times you lose. Look at it. Look at how many times I lost. I lost $100. Lost $200. That's now what? $300. Right? We lost again. That's $420. $520. Look at how much I've lost. 520 plus 800. What's that? Should be about 1,320. That's how much I lost. 1.3 thousand is how much I lost. Right? And then from that 1.3 thousand that we lost, we made 1.4 thousand right over here. You guys can see the withdrawal. 1.4. I don't remember how much this was exactly, but it looks to be somewhere around $100, somewhere around there. We lost, deposited $2,000 and we believed in ourselves, prayed to God. I could feel it that my breakthrough moment was almost here. So I deposited $2,000 just to capitalize on the moment. Boom, look at that, $20,000. Never give up on trading. If you are someone that knows they're never going to give up on trading, write it down in the comment section. Say it right now. You're never going to give up on trading. Let me tell you how I knew this was my moment from God. Right after this $20,000, I lost $500 and I went sick. That was the devil right there. That was the devil right there. Trying his absolute best to stop me from achieving my dreams. But I say, devil, no, no, no. I'm coming back with another banger. And trust me, this 20,000 is not going to be my last. I want to motivate somebody today. Seek knowledge. Stop chasing luck. Chase knowledge. I'm telling you. Know what you're doing in this market and everything becomes a breeze. You almost have this content feeling even if you lose. Even when I lose, I know this is coming. I know it. I know it's coming. Right? And that's something you should be looking towards. Look forward to your losses because it's preparing you for your wins. If you can't stand losing $20 in the market, you're not ready for a $20,000 profit. You'd cry when you lose $20, but you want to make $20,000? You want to buy a car worth $50,000 and you cry over $20? Keep going. That's what I'll tell you. Keep going. Don't ever stop. Don't ever feel discouraged. Keep moving, soldier. You have a point to prove. You're doing this for your family. You're doing this for your bloodline, the rest of your generation. You're doing this for your future children. They have to look at you as the savior of their family. And you think a $20 loss is going to stop you? Shame on you if you feel like quitting Forex because you lost a couple of hundred. If you genuinely feel as if $100 loss is going to stop you from building a legacy from your family, shame on you. You have a bloodline to feed. You have Lamborghinis to drive. You have Rolls Royces to jump into. You have a mansion to live in. Future you is really going to dig what you're doing right now and is going to thank you for never giving up. Don't you ever give up. These are for my Palm Beach soldiers, the people that are going to soldier through the losses. Get to your profits, right? If you want to be part of this community, consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps the channel grow. You guys can see we're now at 1,000 subscribers. Yippee to us. Join the Telegram group for free signals, daily motivation, right? I just wanted to show you guys this to motivate somebody in here. $20,000 in one trade is very possible. I showed you guys the proof, showed you guys the withdrawal. I showed you everything. Proof's in the pudding. Now for everyone, this has been Palm Beach Traders. I want you guys to write down in the comment sections what kind of videos you want to see from me next. I miss making flipping videos. I miss making derivative videos, Weltrade videos. If you want to see any of that, comments down below what you want to see. A $10 to $1,000 challenge, whatever it is you guys want to see. Write it in the comment sections. I'm going to be doing videos based off of what you guys want. You want more flipping videos? You guys want more educational videos? You guys want more motivational videos? Tell me in the comment section. Palm Beach Traders, we're out.
What are you saying? What are you saying? What is he saying?
Oh, no, guys. If you are in my Telegram community, I think you might have seen that I sent a buy signal for gold. Unfortunately, I just noticed something very, very, very interesting. We took our entry over here. For the guys that were in, we were in over here. And unfortunately, I thought it would start buying from that order block over there, but I was very wrong. But guess what ended up happening? Our strategy, guys. Our strategy. Look at that. Some people are saying it's a stop loss hunt. No, it's not. It's liquidity collection. That's it. As you guys can see, what do we have over here? We have a sweep of liquidity. Right? What do we have over here? Break of structure. Right? Structural liquidity. What did price do? It sold into our point of interest, started buying off. Simple as that. This trade is supposed to go all the way up until over here. I wish I could show you guys what I wanted to do. right? Let me switch to my other account. Here it is, my other account. Another account over here. Yesterday, we made a deposit. This was yesterday. We made a deposit of 120. I barely trade this account. I barely do. I didn't want to touch my other account. I wanted it to be fresh for the video, but we did take a buy yesterday. We went from 120 to $1,700. As you guys can see, I'm still trading this account. Would have been nice to take this buy setup over here on gold, but we got stopped out. I got stopped out on the XAUUSD account. I believe I had gone full margin on $500 and it blew. But that's just how trading goes. But you guys can see our strategies everywhere, right? That's how you catch sniper entries on gold. This would have been a sniper entry. But anyway, for those that want more breakdowns like this, comment down below if you want more breakdowns. For those that want flipping videos, maybe let's try do a $10 to $1,000 challenge on Deriv, maybe something like that. Deriv, Weltrade, whatever you guys want. Comment down below. Join the Telegram group, right? For those that want a good broker to trade with, sign up with Weltrade today, right? But anyway, this is my live account. Let me look for some more setups. Maybe try flip this to 10 grand. Who knows? Or maybe it will blow. That's just how trading goes. You can never escape a loss. But you are always guaranteed that somewhere, somehow, you're going to get a profit. I hope you guys are motivated. Palm Beach traders, we're out.